yeah, I had to come back. Yeah, hey. Settle down, settle down, settle down now. Welcome back to the Will List Podcast. This is 2 in 1 night. You dig? 2 in 1 night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. I had to get y'all ass scared. Y'all ain't seen me in the last show, but I hope you check it out too. It's still a dope show, but I'm just returning to show you some what I was talking about. Like let's go back to that. Let's go back to this right here. Yeah, let's go back to 19 white men who admitted they were indigenous black people in the Americas. Hey, give it up for that. You heard me read it to you, so I'm not gonna do that again. But I am gonna show you them names. You know what I'm saying? Like let me show you. Let me show you. There they are. That's the first page. Make sure you take your screenshots. Make sure you do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And here's your second page. You dig? And we're gonna get our music into this motherfucker tonight. Yeah, play a little music. Okay. You dig that? Y'all see that? You see it? Okay, here we go. We had to start off like that right now because we had to get back into the swing of things because I gave y'all a blank stare show. It's a good show. Once again, like I said, I hope you listen to it. The commentary is good, even on TikTok. It's still gonna show like the good commentary or whatever, so that's gonna be cool. So we're gonna play some chill hip music tonight, see how we get down. You know, I can dig that off the top. That's the first time I pulled one off like that though. That's all right. I'm cool with that. So anyway, gotta get back to the Mayan book as well, cause I showed you the old Mech world. This the Mayan book right here though. Let me show y'all. I done showed y'all this book a few times through the Mayan book. Yeah. That old world stuff. Did I ever show y'all the map? I think I showed y'all this before too as well. Because if you listen to the old show, I'm gonna touch back on a few things. We're gonna keep on going by before because I gotta show you the pictures that I was showing you, from the indigenous American perspective, and the connections of this old world that we live in. You check this out right here. You see this? All right. You understand? I'm not gonna do a whole lot of reading this time because I've expressed myself, but I will tell you a lot about and show you so that you can get this commentary yourself because I have a very educated audience and I know you guys know how to read. I did show you this picture again as well, you know. Yeah. You dig? The Search for the Beginning, Chapter 6. Lying across the northern portions of the Guatemala to the vast expansion of the forest covered lowlands known as El Petén. It is situated roughly in the geographical center of the territory occupied by the Maya at the time of their maximum expansion was reached in the ninth century. Its destiny is to unveil defiled all of the sporadic investigations until 1926. I'm sorry. In the Carnegie Institute of Washington began extensive excavations among the ruins in the city located in the heart of the Petens Carbonous Depth. So that's chapter 6. This starting off telling you how, this is they don't tell you again the evidence. They don't show you this because this is not mainstream stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how America's the old world. You don't get that kind of that's architecture. This is all architecture. You don't get to discount this type of architecture that exists here in this land. Do you understand? Please dig that. So anyway, the self-imposing show, the Encore. The reason why I'm giving this the Encore is because a lot of times, like I say, We have a lot of people trying to impose themselves in every facet of life because they are running out of wind, running out of a game plan. You're running out of a real chance to right your wrongs, but you instead continue to carry on into your foolishness and your destructive ways of carnage. Again, I got to show you this book because I showed you on the previous show. That's right. I showed you the Maya. Now I got to go give you the root. The grandfathers. The Olmec world. Rituals. Rulership. Rituals and rulership. That's what they wanted us to stop. Understanding and discovery. Rituals and rulership. This book covers the content is preparing the way. Olmec archaeology, art, ritual, rulership of the Olmec world, arts and Olmec culture, shamanism, transformation, and Olmec art, the rainmakers, the Olmec and the contribution of the Mesoamerican belief in rituals, the Olmec mountains and the tree of creation, the Mesoamerican cosmology, rocks and minerals employed by the Olmecs and carvings. Okay? Need I make myself clear? Need I make myself even more clear than that? They got lenders to the exhibition. The Arts Museum of Princeton, Lennon and Stephanie Burnham, the Brooklyn Museum, Landon T. Clay, the Cleveland Museum of Arts. You get it? There's a lot of people that came together to understand that same place. Y'all see that? See that? I'm not trying to damage this very expensive book, but I just have to show you. We have so much information covering, this type of information. I just had to show you all a couple of those pictures that, just righting my wrongs. We make mistakes sometimes, but like I say, the information and the chronology of that last show is absolutely phenomenal. Like I always try to put it down for you guys, but listen to me. Self-imposing is an atrocious act that people use when they are completely diffused. They come up with excuses. They have every reason to not want to be exclusively great for themselves because they have a self-defeating mentality. They impose on themselves with a lot of things that are not built out of moral and self, health, and wealth. Do you understand what those equations mean? Self, moral, health, and wealth. That's taking care of yourself from the inside out, as we always discuss. But when you are an extremely self-imposing person in its entirety, you leave yourself no room to grow. You don't give yourself the opportunity to properly exchange with people. You leave yourself in the dark. Maybe that's where you want to be, in the dark. Because the light may be too much for your eyes to maybe too much. Some people avoid the light because they don't want to see. They love living in their silos so they can isolate their evil. The worst part about isolated evil, it makes a place to fester. The new implementations of a wicked plan, a wicked implementation, a wicked orchestration. Imposing yourself on yourself only shows that you are drunk with your ego. You love it. You want more of it. You create new ways of being destructive. How horrible can your thoughts get to want to continue to impose your negative, afflicted elements on others? See, people that are drunk with that type of behavior, it gotta be somebody. They don't give a damn who it is. But somebody gotta pay. For what? That self-imposing shit is crazy. You will start to not even identify who you are as yourself because you refuse to deal with your impulses, with your actual position. That's why you like to operate in this position. But when that boomerang imposes itself on you, you create a victim. You create a way out. You create a situation of separation. That's what you do when you self-impose. What's the definition of self-imposing, Danny D? Let me explain to you. Self-imposing is when you don't know how to get out of your mind. When you put so much outside garbage in your brain, there's no room for you. So you become out of your mind. What you need to do is realign yourself. Push the garbage out. Reposition yourself in the driver's seat so you can take control of your motor skills. Yeah. Everybody want to drive. But if you can't drive yourself in a positive, natural formality, you might not need to be behind the wheel. Perhaps, if you're honest with your true situation, using your motor skills should not be a hindrance or a liability, and you should not be in a position to be accused of accusations, because you should be in total control of your situation, your relationships with people, and how you orchestrate your imposition. vices and virtue is how you self-impose, self-induce, self-destruction. Being destructive is just that. Self-imposing. Learn how to take control of your mental mind concept, ideologies, methodologies, and internal positions. Alleviate your false misconceptions and start to learn a new way of self-imposing. Self-gratification can only go so far. Self-mutilation can only go so far. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't practice hypocrisy. It all falls out with a horrible carbon footprint. You're a double talker. You're a slickster. You have the capabilities of being an extreme monster. Don't ever be too calculated, because you can outcalculate your specific position. LeBron James. Anyway, so check it out. I'm going to keep this one short because I had to just kind of clean up some shit real good for this show. You know, give you a little bit more face to face. I had to show y'all my shirt and shit and stuff. You know, I had to let you know, we good. We doing well. We straight. Yeah, but I'm glad you saw the books. Hop up out of here. Hey, I owed you a show. I made a mistake. I had to correct it by showing you, showing you a good Friday show. Like I say, take care of yourselves. Be well. Be good. Be clean. Be a bright, shining light. I still need y'all to stay out of trouble though. Look out for the people you out with. Go home together. If you meet a girl, y'all have you fellas meet a lady, you ladies meet a guy. Y'all make sure y'all take care of the people that y'all fuck with for real, man. Take care of each other. We don't need no casualties, okay? Be drink responsibly too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be careful. Be safe. Will is podcast out. Hold on, I ain't out yet, I guess. Let me do something real quick. Let me check something out. Anyway. But yeah, man, hey, be safe. Be cool. Don't practice self-imposing. Sometimes you can outposition yourself. But that's it. Again for the night. Y'all gotta say it with 2 times in a row. The will is yours. And he said, "Gay y'all motherfuckers some music too. Check it out. I'll see y'all a little later on. Hey, yeah.